This is the man who helped create modern artificial intelligence, and then warned the world it might become its greatest threat. Geoffrey Hinton, known as the godfather of AI, spent decades building the very systems that now power technologies like ChatGPT and advanced machine learning at Google. But in 2023, he made a shocking decision. He left Google not because he failed, but because he was concerned about what he had helped create. He wanted to speak freely about a future that may be closer than anyone expects, a future where machines are no longer just tools, but something far more powerful. So how did one man go from building the future to warning us about it? And what does he know that the rest of the world is only beginning to understand? Geoffrey Hinton's journey into artificial intelligence began with a deep fascination for the human brain and how it learns. Born in 1947 in the United Kingdom into a family of scientists, he grew up surrounded by intellectual curiosity. But he chose a path that many considered unconventional. Instead of focusing on traditional computer science, he became obsessed with a bold idea. What if machines could learn the same way humans do? This question led him to study experimental psychology and later earn his PhD at the University of Edinburgh, where he began exploring neural networks, systems inspired by the structure of a human brain. At a time when most researchers believed intelligence should be built through strict rules and logic, Hinton believed true intelligence comes from learning through experience, making mistakes, and improving over time, a belief that would set him apart from the rest of the field. During the 1970s and 1980s, artificial intelligence entered a period known as the AI winter, when funding disappeared and belief in the field collapsed. Most researchers abandoned neural networks, considering them a failed idea with no practical future. The dominant approach shifted toward rule-based systems that were easier to control and understand. But Geoffrey Hinton refused to follow the crowd. While others chased short-term success, he stayed committed to a long-term vision that machines could learn from data in a way that resembled human thinking. For years, his work was ignored and underfunded, but he continued to refine his ideas, working with a small group of believers who shared his vision, quietly building the foundation for what would later become deep learning. Everything changed in 2012 when Geoffrey Hinton and his team introduced a deep neural network called AlexNet, a system that would redefine artificial intelligence. Competing in the ImageNet challenge, AlexNet dramatically outperformed all previous methods in image recognition, reducing error rates by a huge margin and shocking the entire research community. This breakthrough proved that neural networks were not just theoretical ideas, but powerful tools capable of transforming industries. Almost overnight, companies like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft began investing billions into AI. And Geoffrey Hinton's decades of work suddenly became the foundation of a global technological revolution. Following the success of AlexNet, Geoffrey Hinton joined Google, where he continued to push the boundaries of artificial intelligence. His work contributed to systems that could recognize speech, understand language, and generate human-like responses, shaping technologies used by billions of people around the world. AI was no longer just a research topic. It became one of the most powerful forces driving the future of technology. Under Hinton's influence, deep learning rapidly evolved, unlocking new possibilities across industries, from healthcare to autonomous systems, and positioning AI at the center of the modern digital world. As artificial intelligence became more powerful, Geoffrey Hinton began to see risks that others were not fully acknowledging. Machines were no longer limited to simple tasks. They were beginning to generate content, influence information, and potentially replace human roles at scale. In 2023, he made a decision that shocked the world. He left Google so that he could speak openly about the dangers of AI. He warned that the technology could contribute to misinformation, disrupt job markets, and evolve in ways that humanity might struggle to control. His message was clear: the progress of AI is happening faster than our ability to understand and regulate it. Today, Geoffrey Hinton is recognized not only as one of the pioneers of artificial intelligence, but also as one of its most thoughtful critics. He still believes in the potential of AI to transform the world for the better, from advancing medicine to improving education. But he also emphasizes the need for responsibility and caution. His story is not just about innovation, it is about consequences. It is about what happens when humanity creates something more powerful than it fully understands. And perhaps the most important question he leaves us with is this: if the man who helped build artificial intelligence is now warning us about it, are we truly ready for what comes next?